channel. For those who don't know, my name's Lucy. Welcome to Lucy's Event Blog. So I just want to start off by saying a huge thank you to every single person who liked, shared, commented, subscribed and just watched my last video. It was daunting sharing my first video and getting myself out there, but it was amazing and the response I got from it was incredible. So a huge thank you. Today's video is a big one. It's my first fact video. So I want to share my experience of choosing a university first, and then I want to give 5 do's and 5 don'ts in researching a university course, because I feel that a lot of people will be looking at going to university this year, and a lot of sixth formers probably deferred or haven't properly looked into it yet from just before COVID, and I just want to be able to advise people and help them a little bit more and reassure them that researching uni is a good step. So when it came to me looking at universities, I told myself that I knew exactly what I wanted to do. All the way through high school and college, I wanted to work in radio. And I was lucky enough to do some work experience at a radio station, and they told me what the best university was, where the best lecturers were, and that was it. My path was chosen. I was going to a specific university doing a specific course, and my teachers advised me to look into it more, research it a little bit better, have a proper look around, go to all the open days, and I was like, no, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, I've been told what's good and I'm going. I went to fill out my application and my teachers told me that they weren't sending my application off if I only had one university. So I did the easy thing and I just clicked radio in the UCAS bar and selected the first few unis that I thought were alright. And I got invited to an interview at one. And I wasn't going to go, but I was advised to attend the interview because there was no harm in having a look at the interview and having a little nosy around the uni. So I went, and it was really interesting, and although I was waiting all day for my interview, I actually really enjoyed it. They had a practical at the interview as well, so you did a little practical so they could see how you were on the radio equipment, and they gave it you on a little key fob USB thing, so I was able to bring that home and I loved that. And there and then the lecturer shook my hand and offered me an unconditional, so I was like, whoa, this uni want me on an unconditional? The uni I was thinking of didn't. And I got a little bit excited and my mind started to change a little bit, and I was like, maybe this is the uni for me. And then it came through on UCAS and they didn't offer me an unconditional. They wanted me to score higher than the uni of my choice. So that was it, back to square one. I was going to the uni I'd chosen. And then a few months before results day, it started playing on my mind that I'd chosen radio with television and I only really wanted to do radio. So I left it a few weeks, and a couple of weeks before results day, it had played on my mind that much that that was it. I told my mum and dad, I told everyone that I wasn't going to uni and I didn't want to do it. And it was all because of the fact that the course was not just radio, it was radio with television. And I just had no intentions of doing television at all. I would be much more comfortable sat in a room where no one could see me and all they could do is hear me, which now that I'm doing this is completely the opposite of what I thought I'd be doing round about now. But no, uni was not for me at that point, and I fell out with everything to do with uni completely. I deferred, I made sure that I had no connections to uni emailing me at that time, and I threw myself into work, got a job, got a full-time job, I started off with a couple of part-time jobs, and then I ended up working full-time, and I had no intentions of going to uni. And then a few months into that, I was bored and I was thinking, I can't work my entire life and not look into other uni courses, because maybe there was a path that was a little more suited to me. And a couple of the girls I worked with at the time mentioned event management to me. So I researched it because I didn't even know what it was, and I realised that what the course was asking and what the course was describing was quite a lot of the skills that I already had. It might have been because I was working full-time at the theatre, but I felt like it suited me really well. and I applied, got in, and that was it. I was going to uni, I was doing event management, and luckily Manchester did it. The unis in Manchester do event management, and that was easy for me because I live near Manchester, I can commute, and it was just perfect. I'll hold my hands up and admit that when it came to event management, I did not go to any open days. I did go to open days for my radio course. I went to the uni that I wanted, that was it. But I didn't go to any open days for event management. It would have probably been a lot easier for me if I did, but no, I was happy. I was going to Manchester and I could commute. So in this video, I want to give my 5 do's and don'ts for researching a uni course. Now, some of them do mix a little bit. It does make sense, I promise. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen these last week posted on my feed. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll bob it below for you. And you can head over and have a little nosy at it there too. But I want to start with my 5 do's for researching uni properly. So my first one is look at a variety of courses. If you've got your heart set on a course, then that's fine, don't worry about it, but look further into it, because there was a lot of courses at the time that I was looking that offered radio, and I, for some reason, selected a course that offered radio with television. You couldn't just do radio on its own. And maybe if I'd have gone to one of the universities that did just offer radio, it would have been a completely different story for me. But personally, I think you should definitely look into it. Every uni offers something different. And if you were to read the descriptions and the course brief on every course you were looking at, you might find that one uni offers you something that a different uni doesn't, and that uni is a lot better for you. So my second do is go to the university open days. You'll meet some of the lecturers, you'll meet some of the students, and you'll be able to get a better feel for the course, for the people that are there. People love to tell you what their university courses are. They love to tell you how they enjoy it, bits they don't enjoy, and it gives you a little feel for the campus. So even if you're not thinking of going there, you can go, you can have a look around, and it might change your mind. You never know. Now, the third one is a big one. Make it about you. The decision to go to uni is a personal decision. At the end of the day, whether your mum wants you to go to uni, whether your dad wants you to go to uni, whether your friends want you to go to uni, whether your teachers want to go to uni, it doesn't matter, because if you don't want to go to uni, then it's you that's making the decision. So don't choose a university just because all these people are telling you, yeah, go to this university. If you want to go away and live a little bit further away, go away and go and live there. If you want to live at home and you want to commute, find a uni with a good course that's near you. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. So don't choose a uni somebody else says, because that person isn't going to be the one doing the course. That person isn't going to be the one that's experiencing the university life. It's you. So make sure that you do it all just because you want to do it. Never bow down to somebody else's wants and needs. It's all about you, this. And my fourth do is listen to the advice from your educators. You may not think it right now, but they actually do know you a lot better than you think. My teachers definitely knew me better. They know what I was good at, what I was capable of, the academic side, not the personal side. And yeah, if I'd have listened to them, it probably would have saved me a lot of stress. And at the time, I thought I knew best because little 17, 18-year-old Lucy knew everything. But no, definitely listen to them, because they can see things in you that you can't. They know how your brain works a little bit better than you do. They know what you're good at, what you're bad at in the education system. So they will know what path would be the best for you most of the time. And the last do is take your time. You'll start looking at courses probably before you finished your first year of college, and your application doesn't need to be in until the January of year 13. And you've got all this time, especially from September to January, to research your courses. I definitely would say start sooner rather than later, because then you've got more time to look into it, more time to get to the open days. But the earlier you do it, the longer you've got to research, and research is key. So giving yourself that time to look into the courses is definitely important. But yeah, take your time, never rush it. I rushed it and I didn't even end up doing the uni course that I chose. So definitely take your time. That is a big step. So now I want to talk about my 5 don'ts. Now, some of these you'll realise I did, and some of these I know other people that have done it, or I've seen it happen before. and I definitely advise you not to go down these routes. So my first don't is do not look at only one university. Every university offers something different. They might offer the same course, but the course is a little bit different and every aspect's different. And one course might offer you one aspect of events, for example, and another might offer you 4 more aspects. So definitely research and look into it, and by looking into all these different universities, you might find that the one you have your heart set on isn't actually the right one for you, and one completely opposite side of England is better for you. So definitely look into it and look at more than one university, because you don't want to make the same mistakes as me. My second don't is do not select a course just because your friend's doing it. Now, this is a big one for me. If you were to choose a course and you only chose it because your friend's doing it, in the long run, you're not going to do very well. You're not going to succeed as well as you possibly could doing something you enjoy, because you have no interest in it. You only went because your friend's gone. You might not have a passion for it. And if you've not got a passion for it, you can't really succeed because you've no interest. So make sure that you do something for you and something you enjoy, because if you enjoy it, you'll succeed at it and it'll be a lot better for you in the long run. My third don't is very similar to my second, but don't choose a university just because your friend's chosen a university. So my best friend, she went to university in Liverpool and we stayed in touch. We're still best friends now. And I took a year off and then I went to university in Manchester. Now, you will make new friends. Right now, it might not seem like you will, but I promise you, you will make new friends. I met my best friend at uni, who also lives in Manchester, and we're best friends, and I know that she'd get on with my friend who moved to Liverpool, and we all stayed friends. So me and my Manchester friend are still really close. We still see each other all the time, and we've still got another year of uni to go through. And me and my Liverpool friend, still best friends, and whenever she's home, we'll go out, or I might go to Liverpool, but you will make new friends and you will stay in touch with all your other friends. So I'm still friends with lots of people from college, and they all go to different unis all over the world. Some don't go to uni, some do. And yeah, you won't fall out of touch with them. Don't even worry. Just make sure that the decision is a decision for you, a uni for you, and not just following a friend, because following someone never works out the way you plan. Now, my fourth don't is do not pick a course if you aren't fully happy with it. I feel that if I'd researched the courses before I selected a course, I would probably have found event management and I'd have looked into it and I'd have enjoyed it, and I'd have started a year before I did. And although I wouldn't have met the people I've met now, and I probably wouldn't be doing this right now, it would have been a little bit easier for me in the long run, but I didn't, and I just chose one course and I ended up choosing a course that I didn't really want to do, and it pushed me back a little bit, and it made me go to uni hating the thought of uni, because I thought everything was going to go wrong, just like my uni choosing process did. So definitely make sure you like all aspects of the course before you submit. And if you have a look around, you will find the course you want, I promise. And my fifth one is very similar to my fifth do, but do not rush. Take your time. If you rush, you'll do it wrong and it won't be the course you want, and you never know. You'll either do it all and end up doing nothing with it, or you'll get into the first few months and think this just really isn't for me, and end up dropping out and getting stuck in a similar situation to me. And then you'll either start again, or because when you tend to defer or mix it up, you end up hating every aspect of uni and thinking everything's going to go wrong, so you may never go. And that's perfectly fine. If you don't go to uni, that's perfectly fine, but just make sure that you don't rush into anything, because rushing into things can always lead to mistakes. So that's it from me today, guys. I hope my do's and don'ts have been helpful. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment if you've got any more tips and tricks down below. Let's all help each other out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, because it's great to know that people are loving the content and wanting to come back. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Definitely. So